McDavid. Moves in, McDavid goes upstairs! What a goal!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 20 of this NHL 21 Custom League Draft to Glory franchise mode here with the Kelowna Komets. If you guys have missed any episodes up to this point, make sure you go up into the top corner of the video right now. There will be a card with a link to the playlist so you can get caught up. Also, if you do enjoy this video, make sure that you go down below, drop a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We're on our way to 1,300 subs, and I know you guys are going to hit that soon. And also, if you guys do enjoy this video, please feel free to comment as well as hit the notification bell so you never miss when these uploads come out. And as you guys can see right now, I am actually wearing one of the products from my hockey store. If you guys haven't gone and checked it out yet, that is a Beer League Beauty hat there from Yard Sale Hockey. I'm absolutely terrible with my camera, but that's okay. So anyways, if you guys want to go cop yourselves one of these or any other t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, stuff like that, make sure that you go to the link below, as well as there will be an ad here for just a quick minute. So guys, this is my website, yardsalehockey.com. I just started this up a little while ago, but if you guys are interested in some hockey apparel, so any kind of clothing from t-shirts to hoodies to tank tops to long sleeve shirts to even like hats and shorts and all sorts of different stuff on there, you can go over to Yard Sale Hockey now. Check it out. There's a whole product catalog, and you can just support me and my YouTube channel by doing this, as well as my new kind of business venture here that I am pursuing. So don't forget, guys, that when you go to the checkout over here on my website, to use the discount code Etanyos here for 15% off. This will save you, a little bit of money on every order, but totally going to be worth it to, save you guys a few dollars here and there, as well as, supporting my channel. And I will know when you use the discount code. I'll know that you got sent over from my channel. But yeah, feel free to go over and support that, guys, and enjoy the video. So again, guys, link will be down below. Make sure you go check it out, and let's get to some comments to kick off this video. So the first comment here came from Duke Storm saying, guys, we need to get this guy more subs. This man must put in so much effort off cam. Whenever I do a draft, half the guys I get are medium bottom six or AHL type players. This guy is getting like elites almost every pick. It's just amazing. Laugh my ass off. So yes, that is true. I do a ton of scouting and work off of camera on not just this series, but most of my series. So yeah, again, go sub, guys. Listen to Duke. He knows what he's talking about. He's been a long-term subscriber, and I really appreciate him and all his support. The next comment here came from Justin Goff saying, nice video, bro. Keep up the great work. Thanks for the support, Justin. We love to hear it. Felipe LeBanc said, put Zaitsev on the second line and Harakala on the first because to spread out the lines, and the K brothers can carry their own line mate. So that is a very good comment there. And then the last comment here came from Gavin saying, really like the merch, or really liking the look of the merch. Hope it goes successful. Keep it up. So again, thank you, Gavin. I appreciate the support. And yeah, let's get to that one comment there from Felipe saying that we need to change the lineup around a little bit, which I'm totally okay with. I'm good to do that. It's just that Harakala is considered a first-line player, or sorry, Zaitsev is considered a first-line player at this point, but at 20 years old, Harakala might even get up to like a 90 or something, which would be pretty crazy. So yeah, I think this is how we're going to run the lineup to start anyways. You guys saw this last episode, and it is kind of weird that at this point we are not playing, what's his name? We're not playing Eric Seider in the top 6 anymore. Like, that's just absurd, but that's also just how this has gone. And I mean, he's a Stanley Cup champion. He's cut almost 1,000 points in his career in just over 1,000 games. And at 31 years old, Eric Seider is definitely going to be one of those players for the ages with the Komets. I mean, he's not quite scoring like the K brothers, but the K brothers are also on like a whole nother level right now. Like 811 games and 998 points for Charlie K. That's crazy. And then in just 6 games more, 4 more points for Charlie K. Like, those guys have just been absolute units on the ice. So, So yeah, hopefully they keep up their scoring numbers. I mean, we've got a ton of depth in this team at this point. Greg Griffin had a breakout year, so he's looking to improve even more. Gustavo Colburn, another name to watch out for this year. Hopefully he can put up some good numbers. And of course, we have Isaiah McMuffin in net this year at 23 years old, has finally hit an 85 elite goalie status. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to get into the sim here. Let's just sim to the regular season. I've done my scouting, and they want to know what we're doing with Colburn. We're going to give him the trial, obviously, but I get the feeling he's going to stick. He is 80 overall, had an 18-year-old player, so yeah, I'm hoping Colburn sticks. I would assume he does. And yeah, Dante Spencer, you know, he knows what he's doing. And Ricardo Guerrero is demanding to be traded. So I'm going to disagree with that, but Guerrero's not happy, obviously. He keeps getting snubbed from the NHL lineup. It doesn't help that his... Really? Grand Pierre, you're in the lineup, man. You gotta... Matthew, come on, man. You gotta stick around here. So maybe that is something else that we look to improve on, is Grand Pierre possibly moving here. But when we look at the roster, it's like there's not a ton of guys that we can bring up or move around that actually fit properly right now on the defensive side. So, like, yeah, Guerrero's $4 million. It doesn't matter because he's not actually taking up any cap space. Kelvin Erdkamps is going to be a great player here coming up pretty soon, and I can't wait to get him into the team. Besides that, the only other real prospect type of player we got in here is maybe Vinanen, but he's 22 already as well. Or maybe Vigneault. Nope, not Vigneault. Never mind. So yeah, there's not a lot in here for like top end prospects, but Glenny could be good. That's really about it, honestly. Like, we got Weinrich. The goalies are what we're focusing on right now with Kaigadorov, so hopefully he's going to turn out. But anyways, that's kind of the team. We're not really able to make too many moves right now. We might have like one option to make here with the defense. I'm trying to think. We could try to put Taylor Shea in, but it doesn't really make sense when you look at our defense, because this would just get it to a +1. Thibault moving up would, yeah, it would be a +3. But then Colburn playing with, see, I want Grand Pierre playing. That's the thing, is he's good enough to fit into our system. With Colburn playing there, maybe we could get Taylor Shea in. Not really. It doesn't really change much. But Thibault would make it a 0, obviously. So, yeah, there's just not too many options we really have with this lineup, unfortunately, on the defensive side of things. So we have to keep Grand Pierre in the lineup because he boosts that chemistry. He's still at a 79 overall. Like, he's not a terrible defenseman, and he's offensive, which we need because, you know, we have the power play units there that we have to keep satisfied and playing. And, I mean, honestly, they're pretty good power plays too. So, yeah, we're not going to be trading anybody. We obviously can't. That's just one of the rules in here, is that we can only make trades for picks more than anything else. And, yeah, let's just finish this preseason sim. All right, so guys, for the 2033/34 season, here is how the Kelowna Komets are looking as a team. They are currently sitting with 100 offense, 89 defense, and 85 goaltending. So definitely one of the strongest rosters that we might ever see from the Komets here. And yeah, they're going to be a good team, no question. So we'll see where they can end up. Maybe they could win a President's Trophy this year. It's unlikely, but you never know. And yeah, they might end up having a great season. So anyways, let's get to the sim. I'll be back with you guys at the halfway point of the year, and we'll see how the Komets do. Alright guys, so at the 41 game mark, or the halfway point of the season, the Komets are currently sitting with a 24-16-1 record for 49 points. It's not spectacular, but it's also not terrible. Like, we're in a playoff spot right now, but could definitely be doing better. There's a lot of other teams that are playing very well. Calgary's right on our tail there, but there's also some really bad teams in the Pacific Division. And when you look at the standings here, I mean, Vancouver's right up there with Chicoutimi for top teams in the league. They've got a guy named Estrada at center now. No idea who he is. But they got Ferguson, Heiskanen, Celios. Yeah, they've got a good team there. In Chicoutimi, and of course Vancouver having Quincy Torres in net is just insane. They got Kaprizov, they got Aho, they got Boqvist. They got some really good players there in Vancouver too. And the Komets are currently sitting at 10th place in the league, just behind Abbotsford. So yeah, definitely going to take some more work here for the Komets to actually get into a top spot. 10th place isn't bad, but I mean, Jason Kay really just hasn't been scoring this year. Eric Seider got injured at the 32-game mark, and lots of other guys are underperforming this season, unfortunately. Like Marian Mikas put up 44 goals last year, and is not even on pace for that almost. So he has had more assists, but yeah, it's just been a bit of a weird season here. Like, Weston Zajac leading the team in goal scoring right now, which I find a little interesting because he's a playmaker. Like, you wouldn't expect him to be the top goal scorer, but he is. And then our assist leader is Sergei Kasparaitis, which makes more sense, but he's also second place on the team for points, which is crazy. I think he might be the highest scoring defenseman in the league here. And yeah, when you look at the entire league, Gostad is just going off, man. Oh my goodness. Estrada is a top 9 to a forward. Okay. Bit of a weird one there, but that's okay. Trevor Wong's doing great in Kingston now. Jose Barnett, however you say his name, is insane. And then when we go to defensemen, it is Kasparaitis in the lead, only by 2 points. And Rich Vernon's playing out of his mind this year. That's crazy. Trevor Hyde is another great defenseman in there. Who am I looking for that is not playing well? Norsworthy. Matt Norsworthy has just never really turned out for the Stampeders. Like, he's been good. Don't get me wrong. He's been a great defenseman, but he just has not put up the numbers that I think I and a lot of other people were expecting him to. Quincy Torres leads the league with 22 wins. That's pretty insane. There's a lot of kind of like lower end goalies in here. Like Lukowicz is good, Catler's good. But then, yeah, like, I mean, all the top goalies are elite. McMuffin's got 17 out of 31, so not terrible, but he probably should have about 21 out of 31 wins. So yeah, we're gonna have to turn it around here with the Komets. I tried to put Seider back up on the top line to boost the K brothers a bit because they're on a +3 then, and he immediately got injured, so that wasn't great. But anyways, we got to sim to the end of the season now and see how the rest of this year goes for the Komets. Alright guys, so for the 2033/34 season, the Kelowna Komets put up their third best record ever with a 55-24-3 record. Charlie K puts up 110 points this year. Not quite 123 to 130 like the last couple of years, but 113 points yet again puts the Komets in second place from the President's Trophy. So guys, as far as the rest of the league goes here, you know, Vancouver finishes number 1. They finish on top with 125 points. That's insane. But that's just the way it is. I mean, they were playing absolutely fantastic as a team. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, the Pacific Division had some of the strongest teams in the league. There's 4 out of the top 10 teams, maybe even 5. 4 out of the top 10 teams were in the Pacific Division there, so that is absolutely insane. But yeah, the Kelowna Komets are definitely there. It's just they didn't put up 58 wins like this team did, and obviously having that bona fide number 1 goalie in Quincy Torres, who's also probably going to be the Vezina winner, definitely helps out with their scenario there. So 110 points for Charlie K. Jason K only puts up 96 this year. Bit of a down year for him. 84 points for Sergei Kasparaitis. breaks his all-time record, and he is literally 3 points off of a point per game as a defenseman. That is absolutely crazy. Marian Mika scores 45 goals just to prove me wrong, beats his last year record by 1 point, and puts up 77 points on the year. Not bad at all. And Weston Zajac, wow, what a year it was for him. Charlie K actually led the team, though, in goals still, so that's crazy. Then for our goalies, 39 wins for Isaiah McMuffin. He should be, shooting up here pretty soon. And then 16 wins for Kim Whiting. Not bad at all. For our rookies, Steen put up 25 points in just 50 games. And then Colburn got up to an 83 overall with 14 points in 82 games played. So for the entire league now, we take a look at Bolesky as the top scorer. Interesting. 81 goals in 82 games. That definitely helps your case. And he scored 613 in his career so far. So yeah, Turner Bolesky, who was drafted in 2022 7th overall, is one of the most insane players ever. Leonardo Lindros, oh my goodness, for Red Deer is insane. 113 points. Zadina, 113. Gostad. Wow, there were some top goal scorers in here. Not just goal scorers, but players in general. My goodness, what a year that was. Sebastian Aho, at 36 years old, still puts up 107 points in the year. That is crazy. 65 goals for Kyle Langford this year. Who else? Blomstrand, another franchise player. Again, just insane. 106 points. 106 points for Lafreniere at 32 years old. Wow. Oh my goodness. This league is insane. So your top goal scorer is Turner Bolesky, no question. Your assist leader is David Pasternak at 37 years old with 91 assists. Your plus-minus leader is Petri Thoresen in Windsor as a defensive defenseman. That is interesting. A lot of defensemen in there, but Vesalainen was up there too. And then your penalty minutes leader, oh my goodness, is Jeremy Simons with 204 penalty minutes. Sorry, that is crazy. We could have taken any of these power forward guys and we would have been fine. But no, we ended up going with more playmakers and guys like that. Would have probably changed the complexion of this team if we had taken other players. Anyways, for defensemen now, Vernon beats him out. Oh my goodness, Rich Vernon, what a year it was. 39 goals as a defenseman? Are you kidding me? This guy scores so much. Oh my goodness. Man, I wish we had been able to get him. Rich Vernon is so nice. Keandre Miller had a good year too. Lots of guys had good years. Brant Clark's killing it in Sherbrooke. Greg Griffin with 56 points, not bad. 39 goals. Are you serious? 39. Man, that is insane. And then for goalies, Quincy Torres with 45, Cattler with 40, and then 39 for McMuffin was actually third best in the league. So good for Isaiah. He's really making a name for himself in the league. And your top rookie this year is Khalil Wong, first overall pick there for the Kingston Kings. Does that mean Trevor Wong and Khalil Wong are on the same team? That's sure what it looks like. Sawyer Rome was a great player too in his first year. No other really top players. Schoenmaker, oh my goodness. That's a steal for Moose Jaw, my goodness. Ruchin was good too for a number 2 overall pick. So yeah, anyways, that is the league. That is the stats and the scoring. And now we get to the playoffs. So looking at the Komets' playoff record, they've won a single Stanley Cup. They haven't made it past round 2 more than once. We've only made it past round 2 once. We literally been knocked out 2 times in the second round. Once by Vancouver, once by Brandon, and I mean, it's been a bit of a strange year for these, not strange year, but just strange franchise mode for the Komets in general. Looks like we're going to be taking on the Calgary Flames first, and they've got Pasternak. I know they've got Pasternak. I don't know who else they have. This is a team that I'm also a little worried about taking on. Oh, they got Charles Gilbert too? I knew they had McBain and Fitzpatrick, but they got Gilbert as well. Wow. That's a scary team. Anyways, Calgary Flames. They're the third team on the list there. Hannafin, Norina, both not exactly the players you want them to be anymore. They got no defense, my goodness. But offensively, yeah, they got Andrew Hyde, who's insane. They got Russell D'Angelo, who's again insane. And David Pasternak, like, they got one line, essentially. That's how their team's looking. Jan Bednar, again, not a starter. Same with Grigorenko. Alexander Grigorenko, wow, he was drafted way back there. 29 years old now. Oh, they're going to be missing Bannon in this series because they can probably use any defense they could get. So anyways, should be a win for the Komets. That would be my prediction. But again, knock on wood. Calgary's 9-1-0 coming into the playoffs, so they just made it by the looks of it. And the Komets were 8-1-1. So two of the hottest teams. Who were the hottest teams in the league? It had to have been Kelowna and Calgary had to be up there. So that's going to be a fun series either way. But with the Komets, like, who had the best last 10 record? Calgary was 9-1-0. So there's 3 teams that were 9-1-0. My goodness. Okay, so there was definitely hot teams coming into the playoffs here. These top 5. Moncton, Kelowna, Gatineau, Calgary, and Oshawa were all at least 8-2-0, if not better, heading into the playoffs. So this is going to be a light 'em up, hot team series here with Calgary and Kelowna, and we will see what happens here as we get to it. Also, I kind of forgot to show you guys the AHL at all, but Ricardo Guerrero went off. He shot right back up to an 85 and put up 87 points on the year for 29 goals, 58 assists. He was pretty insane in Burnaby. And then when you look at the entire league, Guerrero was the 4th highest scorer behind some other interesting names, I will say. But yeah, Guerrero is probably like one of, if not the highest rated player in the entire AHL right now. And a 56-20-6 record for the Bolts put them with 118 points and 2nd place in the league behind Henderson. So interesting in the AHL there. We're not going to pay too much attention to them as they are taking on Belleville in the first round. But again, whatever happens there. I'm not going to pay too much attention to it until we're done this Calgary series. All right, guys, so here we go. The Kelowna-Calgary series is starting now, and we're going to simulate day by day. You know how this stuff goes. And looks like Vancouver, Winnipeg, Quebec, and Windsor all won Game 1 in their series. But anyways, here we go. All right, so Game 1 does not go as expected, as Calgary takes that one 4-3 on Kelowna's home ice, and that is not what we wanted to see. So heading into Game 2, Kelowna's got to win this one, and they do. 4-3 win in overtime of Game 2. Eric Seider leading the team right now, 3 points in 2 games. But yeah, that was a little bit of a scare, so hopefully we can kind of take it back to Calgary here and really show them who's boss. I mean, 7 extra wins should make the difference, but you never know. The regular season and the playoffs are completely different. So anyways, here we go. Game number 3 against Calgary. We see a 4-2 win. Huge win there for the Komets. So Eric Seider goes off for a 3-point night, now has 3 goals, 3 assists in 3 games for 6 points, and Calgary is down 2-1 now. So heading into game number 4, we'll see if Kelowna can take the stranglehold or not here, and they cannot, as Calgary wins that one 6-5 in overtime. Are you serious right now? Like, come on. Calgary is good, But they're not. They got one line and no defense and no goaltending. It's not even close here, but I guess it is, so... Oh, my goodness. Okay, game number 5. Kelowna, give me a break. Thank you. 2-0 win. That's how it has to go. And Charlie K still leading the team with 7 points in 5 games there after the last 2. And this is it. Kelowna's got to knock Calgary out right now because this is gone on too long. And let's see what happens. So first period, 1-1 game as Mikas and Calder both score in the opening frame. 13-7 on shots for the Komets. All right, second period, it's a 2-2 game as Harakala and Pinelli both score. And again, it seems like Kelowna scores early, and then they just let up a little bit and give one up right around the 4-minute mark. So, I mean, anyways, here we go. I'm going to toss in the earbuds here, and we are going to commentate the third period, as hopefully the Komets can kind of get this figured out. But yeah, this has just been a little sad, to be completely honest, because yeah, Calgary's good, but they're not that good. All right, so here we go in the Saddle Dome for the third period of Game 6. Let's see what happens. Face-off going to go to the Komets. Sider's going to pick it up. Now Lutzer breaking out. He gets it poked away. Pass over to Dubé. Dylan Dubé turns it over, and now there's a trip, and the Komets are going to go on to the power play here. And looks like they're going to get the empty net too. Nope, they turn it over in time. So power play here for the Komets. Dylan Dubé takes a pretty bad tripping penalty in the offensive end here. And no idea what's going on there with the slow replay. But anyways, power play for the Komets. Let's see if they can convert it. It's now picked up here by Zajac. Zajac over to K. Jason K walking down the wing, over to Charlie. Charlie in front to Sider. Eric Sider cuts in front, and that's a goal! Charlie K buries the loose puck after Sider tried to make the move, and the Komets take a 3-2 lead on the power play here. So Charlie K showing off his ability to score, and you know, it's a pretty quiet arena in here, and I don't know why it's so glitchy with the movements right now, but anyways, you can see just a good chance here in front. Eric Sider tries to make the move, gets it bumped off, and it falls right to Charlie K. So anyways, 3-2 game. Let's see if the Komets can hold on to this lead. There's still 13 minutes left, but the Flames are going to win this face-off. Now Benda passing it up. That loses that one. Pass right up the middle now. Steen walks in. Shot saved by Bednar. And Jorgenstein could have absolutely widened the gap there to a 2-goal lead if he had been able to bury that one. But Bednar stands his ground. We are still going. So face off here. Gonna go to the Flames. Benda gonna win this one. Pass up to Pasternak. Pasternak over to D'Angelo. D'Angelo gets it poked off. Colburn now in the race. He's gonna win this battle here. And now he looks to make a pass. Gustavo Colburn up the wing. Can't find the play, turns it over. D'Angelo walking in front, and Russell D'Angelo scores. A terrible play, but the rookie defenseman shows off his inexperience there by not playing the puck up the boards. And Russell D'Angelo gets his 3rd goal of the playoffs here to tie this one up. So again, just a bad turnover by Colburn. I get that he had pressure, but you can't give up the puck right there, and there was no defense covering him either. So a 3-all game here, and this could go either way. Mäkinen now the other way over to Benda. Benda over to Huckins. Cole Huckins going to dump this one in, and this is going to be picked up by Griffin, who is absolutely laid out, and a charging penalty on the way. That was a dirty hit, and the Komets will get the empty net here. Now Lampman in front to Christensen, and they're going to go back on the power play. That was a terrible hit. They're calling elbowing on the play. Totally could have been a charge, and Dylan Dubé takes another stupid penalty. This was just bad. I don't know what's going on with the frame rate here, but yeah, just that's bad. That's 8 strides into the hit, and he gets an elbowing call. Like, what? Now turned over. Sider picks it back up. Eric Sider gets by one guy. Pass in front. Shot isn't able to be taken. Now Mikas back to the point. Over in front. Chance in front. Eric Sider scores. just as the power play was expiring, the Komets convert yet again on the man advantage, and Seider showing off his leadership and experience in the playoffs. What a goal that was. Mikas in front. Who set this one up? Greg Griffin over to Charlie K. Beautiful pass, and Bednar with absolutely no chance on that play. So we got a 4-3 hockey game here with 5 minutes and 19 seconds left. Can the Flames tie it up, or will the Komets be able to hold them out? The Flames pick it up. Lind over to Mayorov. Mayorov still picks it up. Now the Komets have it. Just 8 seconds left, and they aim for the empty net and hit it. Bernard Thibault guarantees the Komets' place in the second round in 6 games here. Goodbye, Calgary. You guys are done. I don't know what's going on with the animations and cutscenes here and why they're so slow, but Bernard Thibault just uses his ability to skate to get that puck down to a good shooting area and finishes off the Calgary Flames. So 6 seconds left, and the Komets will be moving on here to round 2. Calgary will be eliminated in the first round after a very good series here. And there you have it. The Komets move on. No first round elimination this year. It hasn't happened in 3 years straight now, so that's good to see. But yeah, Calgary just could not get it done this year, and what could be one of Calgary's last competitive years too, with guys like Pasternak on the team. It's sad to see, but you know, the Komets have to move on. They're just the better team here. So yeah, a good hard-fought series both ways, and Kelowna will move on. So when we look at the stats, the Komets had 46 shots on net. That is insane. I mean, I would assume that Jan Bednar was the top star of the game, but man, that was just that was an interesting game either way. So the Komets will move on to play what I can only assume is going to be the Vancouver Canucks. Unless for some reason, no, I don't think there's any way that we aren't going to be playing them. I mean, it is the top 2 teams, but let's just see how the rest of round 1 plays out here. And Ekblad's back. So yeah, we get Vancouver, guaranteed. Oh boy, here we go. This is going to be a battle of the ages, because we have played the Canucks 3 years in a row now in round 2. They got the better of us last year and won the cup. We got the better of them the year before that and won the cup. And I think it's pretty obvious that the winner of this series usually has one of, if not the best chance to win the Stanley Cup. So, I mean, we got a guy like Nikita Nikolish there, but honestly, I just think this Vancouver team's too small. They've got a bunch of guys that are 6 foot or under, actually under 6 feet tall. Their bottom 6 is a little bit bigger, but yeah, honestly, I just don't think this team has what it takes to win it this year. Their defense is getting old. Was Boca's taken in the same year as Hughes? They've got a lot of 2018 drafted defensemen. Oh my goodness. And then they just have a guy like Kudobin in here. But, you know, the real, you know, story kind of player for them is Quincy Torres. Obviously was just the best regular season goalie here over the last 2 years. Put up 45 wins in back-to-back years. He's put up 369 wins for the Canucks, which is absolutely insane. In just 600 games as well. He's only 29 years old. So yeah, Quincy Torres is definitely one of those story goalies that has been insane. I'm wondering, in the record books for the Canucks, who has been their best goalie of all time? It might be obvious for some people. I'm not set on who it is. I don't know who it is actually. So Vancouver's best goalie is indeed Quincy Torres with wins. Shutouts, he's only 4 off of Luongo. And Pettersson's been their best player. Besser's been their best goal scorer. Henrik Sedin's had their most assists, but honestly, Pettersson's not far off of that. Horvat played 19 seasons all time for them, so that's pretty crazy. But Quincy Torres is no doubt in my mind their best goalie that they've ever had. As far as the Komets go, like you look at Kelowna, man, Kelowna's been fantastic. And Charlie K's at 1,100 points now at just 28 years old. So he's going to have a fantastic career no matter what. Kim Whiting's been our best goalie so far, and he's playing backup now to McMuffin. So McMuffin has potential to be one of the best in Komets history. And, I mean, Sider and Charlie K are kind of the names on that list. Jason K with goals, obviously, but... yeah, that is our team anyways. So taking a look at the Canucks, again, we just saw them there. The President's Trophy winners, and honestly, the only team that we're going to have to play without home ice advantage. But to be completely honest with you, I would say it's probably the Komets' turn to win this series. Vancouver won it last year. The Komets won it the year before. So this is essentially the best of three decider here. We finished second place to the Canucks 2 years in a row. I'm really hoping that that doesn't translate, but I'm pretty sure the Canucks have won the President's Trophy like 2 or 3 years in a row now too. We can't check out awards, but Vancouver won the Cup last year. They had home ice advantage 2 years ago as well. So yeah, this should be a good series. This is the series for the ages, honestly, and whoever wins this probably is going to win the Cup. So anyways, here we go. Game number 1 at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, and it is a 4-3 loss as the Canucks do take game 1. The Aces beat the Lumberjacks too in game 1, so interesting start to the series there. Game number 2, again, it was a close game, but the Komets have got to pull that one out. Second game of the series is a 4-2 loss again, as the Komets just don't seem to be getting it done here against Vancouver. It's just too bad. Like, the Canucks are good, yes, but they're not that deep. That's the thing, is that our roster is deeper. You look at the lines here. There's no way that the Canucks are completely outplaying this lineup, because there's plus like huge chemistry boosts on everything going on here. And the Komets really need to turn this around, because otherwise they're done. Alright guys, so heading into game 3, this has to be a must win for the Kelowna Komets. There's no way that they can lose this game here or they're done. So there you go, 4-3 win. That is what we needed to see. Okay, come on Kelowna, you guys got to win the next couple games here. So heading into game 4, again, this has to be a win for the Komets. There's no way it's not. Oh, and it's a shootout loss. You've got to be kidding me, man. That's it. Like, you're down 3-1. You got to win 3 in a row to get back and win this series. And 2 of them are on away ice. So, first period, it's a 0-0 game of game number 5. Yeah, game number 5. 13-8 for the Komets in shots. Second period, it's a 2-2 game. Are you kidding me? Oh, Vancouver really stepped up that period, but Marian Mikis with the late goal too. You ought to love to see that. So anyways, this might be it. This might be it for the Kelowna Komets again. Power play for the Komets converts. Let's go. Alexander Zaitsev makes it a 3-2 game. Lots of shots coming for the Canucks. Another power play for the Komets, please. Oh, they don't convert and widen the gap. Oh, this is a very stressful game. Oh my god, down to the last 2 minutes. Come on, Kelowna. Yes, Jason K gets the empty netter. And the Komets will hold on for at least another game and force this series to 6. Your 3 stars of the game are Isaiah McMuffin with 36 saves. And the goal there for Zaitsev is the game winner, obviously. So, great players there for the Komets. And yikes, that was a close one. But again, the Komets still in it. Wow, the Aces lost quite a few. Windsor is a team to be reckoned with this year as they sweep Gatineau. And then the Outlaws and the Nordiques, 3-2 in that series for the Nordiques. So let's see. Let's see what happens here. So here we go. Game number 6 against the Vancouver Canucks. Can the Kelowna Komets force this series to 7 games? First period, it's a 2-2 game. Zajac opens the scoring. Khudobin makes it a 1-1 game. Steen scores right after to make it 2-1, and then Aho ties it up again. 15-9 for the Komets on shots. Second period, it's a 5-3 game as Zaitsev, Hartikainen, and Steen score back-to-back-to-back unanswered. And then the Canucks get Jeremy Lauzon to get 1 goal there, but 28-22 in shots. All the Komets have to do is play good defense, but a power play immediately for the Canucks doesn't convert. That is good to see. Power play for the Komets also does not convert, so the defense is really showing up here in the third period for both teams. And let's see if the Komets hold on or if the Canucks are forcing back. They do. Pettersson gets a goal there with 5:22 left. And do they get one? No, they don't. The Komets force Game 7. Oh my goodness. What a series this has been. Steen going to get first star with 2 goals on the night. A goal, assist, and 3 hits for Zaitsev. Alexander Zaitsev has been an absolute force in this series as well, and he has seriously helped the Komets rally back to force this one to 7 games. So here we go, game number 7. This is going to decide it here for this series, who will be moving on and potentially winning the Stanley Cup. So, first period, it's 2-0. The Komets start off strong. Wow, goals from Charlie Kay and then Eric Seider on the power play, 13-11 for the Komets in shots. Second period, it's a 5-1 game as Lafreniere gets a power play goal, but Seider gets his second of the game. Kasper Reitis converts on the power play, and then Christensen also gets a goal on Torres. 26-20 in shots. It's looking like the Komets game to lose here, and let's see what happens here in this final game of round 2. So here we go, third period of Game 7. All the Komets have to do is not give up 4 goals in a row. And here we go, Kasparaitis off the face-off over to Seider. Roslovic gets hit pretty good there, but Appleton breaks in. Mason Appleton, shot saved. Rebound, there's a hook on the play, and the Komets are going to go on the penalty kill here for 2 minutes after a bit of a weak penalty, but, you can't be running around hooking guys, and Matthew Grandpierre is going to go sit for that. So yeah, Grandpierre, had Appleton in a good position, and the green men giving him the works there. And the Komets do kill off that power play. Shaw trips up his guy, and the Komets are going to go on the power play here. So yeah, Zajac takes the puck away from Shaw, and Shaw just sticks his stick right into his feet. So power play for the Komets. Let's see if this converts or not. And there's not much time left. So face-off here going to go to the Komets. Pass in front, great chance, and Seider's one-timer is stopped by Little there. So face-off now going to go to the Komets as that one's picked up by Thibault. Thibault sends it up, looking to make a play here. And Mikas walks right in. Marian Mikas, shot in front, great save. I thought he was going to pass it, and at the last second he aims that one up over the glove, and a good save by Little. So yeah, Marian Mikas is a very dynamic player, especially in the offensive end too. And hopefully we can see him convert one here. So face-off going to go to Shields, who can't get the shot off. Lauzon going to get that poked away by Mikas, who pins him up. Now battle going to go to the Komets, and Mikas picks it up. Chance in front. Oh my gosh, what a chance for Shields, and he did not convert that. Now pass in front again. Shields back to the point. Over to Thibault. Back to Shields. Shot in front. Great save. Now Steen picks it up. Pass in front. Mikas does convert. And a 6-1 game now, as the Komets are all over the Canucks tonight in Game 7. 6 goals in the playoffs now for Marian Mikas, and the power play does go through there, but man, that was just a nice setup by Steen. Jorgen Steen is really impressing me right now. He is making lots of chances and plays, and we're going to keep him on the team, no question. So yeah, Steen just out in front, and Mikas' one-timer did not have much chance there, or Little did not have much chance of stopping that one, but this game is absolutely over. Now Shaw walking in. Shaw looking to make a play. Pass in front. Good one-timer. That's blocked, though. Now Hartikainen looking to make a play. Sends it over. Picked up by Zaitsev. Zaitsev down the wall. Zaitsev pass in front, and it's 7-1. As Weston Zajac gets on the end of a gorgeous feed. And the Komets are taking apart the Canucks tonight. Oh, this is just mean now, man. Like, look at that pass. That's so nice. What a play. What a pass. So yeah, anyways, no question that the Komets are really having their way here with the Canucks tonight. 6 goals for Zajac in the playoffs as well. And yeah, just been a great series here for the Komets in the last 3 games. Now Kasparaitis, great hook turn there. Goes flying up the ice now. Charlie K tries to get by his guy, can't do it. Pass in front, Seider again. Tries to light up Little, and there's 51 seconds left. There's like no time left, and the Komets have this one. Now face-off going to go to the Canucks. Favori going to pick it up. Favori over to Boqvist, over to Besser. Besser sends this one up to Nicolishin. Now chance in front, that's turned over, and the Komets go the other way. Now Jason K over to Charlie. Oh my gosh, 2-on-0, pass in front, and that's another goal. Dear goodness, the Komets are ruthless. Ooh. That's 3 goals in the span of about 45 seconds. Yikes. Yikes, Vancouver. You guys have just gotten lit up. I would have left Quincy Torres in, honestly. I don't think he would have given up 3 more. But, yeah, this is over. The Komets will be moving on. Wow. What an absolute butt kicking that was to end off this series. An 8-1 victory for the Komets, as they are looking like the strongest team in the CPHA right now. Wow. Just wow. What a ridiculous series that was as far as a blowout goes at the end. But really, it was a close series right up until Game 7. So yeah, the Komets are able to come through with the victory. And my goodness, what a series it was. 7 games, and the Komets beat the Canucks after going out to them in round 2 last year. So for just the 2nd time in franchise history, the Kelowna Komets are going to be moving on here. So by the looks of it, the Komets will be taking on the Lethbridge Lumberjacks, and the Windsor Wild Wings will be taking on the Oshawa Outlaws. So those are the 4 remaining teams. We're not going to look at Oshawa or Windsor yet, even though both those teams are very good. Lethbridge is the team that we have to focus on here. They've got Austin Matthews on this team, as well as Andrei Varlamov, who's looking like a fantastic player. Was he not? No, he wasn't an elite player. I thought he was. Moberg's a decent player too. You know, pretty average kind of looking team overall, though. Nothing crazy here. The defense is definitely stronger, so that's going to be something we'll have to deal with, but they're going to be a lot better. There's no question about that. Vancouver's defense, when they started letting in goals, they let in a lot of goals, so I mean, that's the team that we will be going up against next episode, but I think that is where we are going to be wrapping it up. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure that you go down below, drop a like on the video. It only takes a second, really helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. We're on our way to 1,300 subs, and I know you guys can hit that soon. And also, if you did enjoy and want to know when these videos come out, make sure that you hit that notification bell. And also feel free to leave comments, get featured, and also don't forget to click that link in the bio for my merch to save yourself 15%. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.